Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to the Monch Hours podcast, where our mission is to appreciate all things anime manga. I'm your host, Haunzzy, and I'm here not with Jay, he's a little sick, but we got the man, the legend, the beast, Takashi Strider. How you doing? How's it going, man? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks for inviting me, bro.
Of course, of course. It's been a long time coming, absolutely.
Was there an echo on my end or no?
Not that I can hear of right now, at least. I think I can catch maybe little murmurs, but not entirely, no.
Good.
Excellent. Well, today we're going to be talking about, of course, Chainsaw Man, since it is the hypest anime of the season, Bleach, and also what else we've been reading, what else we've been watching. Maybe we'll jump into a little bit of manga, but pretty much we're going to keep it chill. We're going to keep it lax. So with that, we're going to crack a cold one and cue the intro.
From the deepest reaches of space, the boys are back in town.
Thank you so much, best friend.
And we've got an all-new lineup.
From now on, you're mine.
But more importantly, we have a show to run.
Welcome to the Monch Hours podcast.
Let's hear it for the great.
And we're back. Gee, we do us the honors of going first. Hey, you know the drill. Fresh week, fresh brew. What do you got? It doesn't have to be brew. It can be anything. You gotta be drinking something though.
I am, bro. It's this herbal orange tea. It's warm tea with honey. Instead of recovering my voice. This is actually my intro for, well, this is going to be my, I'm going to send this in as a tryout for NPR. Because my voice is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's so seductive.
Your voice is seductive. You know, as someone who's heard of it, yeah, I can definitely see that. But Discord, Discord does not do wonders for anybody's voice when it's on the call. So yeah, you might need a I mean, I caught glimpses of it, but yeah, it's not the best. You can have like the best mic in the world, but Discord will like transcode it and it end up being like horrible.
God damn it, Discord.
It's okay. It's a thought that counts. We used to have it where Jay would record his voice, his audio separately, send it over to me, but after so many times of him forgetting, I'm just like, yeah, don't worry about it. We'll just rock with it. So here we are nonetheless.
That's a lot of work to do that anyway.
Yeah, there is. You know, I just kind of get in the swing of things once I have my template and all that, and then I'll just throw it up. Kind of pre-doing everything on the live stream, it helps a lot too. It's a lot less cutting for me, so I just kind of have everything, like all my intro, my bumper, it's all uploaded, so I just switch into it, which is nice. So that's awesome, and that's actually a good reminder. If you're watching if you're listening on the podcast, we stream every Friday, every other Friday at 7 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube and Twitch. Just search Haunzzy and/or Monch Hours, and vice versa. If you're catching us live, check us out on our podcast at Monch Hours. Yeah. I am drinking a freaking Red Bull right now. I'm drinking a little Red Bull. The holidays are coming up, so I'm gonna keep it easy off the alcohol until then, because I'm going to be carb loading as soon as Thanksgiving hits, probably all the way up to January 1st. So.
Yeah, all the way to January, yeah.
All the way up to New Year's, baby. All the way up to New Year's. Yes, sir. So we're gonna kind of lean into it, right? It's no nut November, but how about no carb November? No, I'm kidding. I'm not keto. Screw that.
Yeah, that'd be rough. No carb November.
No carb November. Let's start a movement. No carb November. See you till December. Oh.
I don't know if I can do it. I see all the like the fall festival or like the fall flavored foods. You know what I'm saying? Like pumpkin pie, green apple, caramel, that kind of stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know if I could do it.
Oh man, no, I can't do it. That's like the best time, man. That's why it's hard. Like, even on top of that, it gets like cold, so your body just naturally wants to eat anyways. Like, I'm like, summertime, walking through my break room at work. Oh, I'll see all these chips. Nah, no problem, no problem. Now, recently, I'm like, fuck, those hot Cheetos be looking smacking right now. Cupcake. Let me grab a bite. But you know how it is. Anyways, like I mentioned, this is the Monch Hours podcast, so we're talking about Chainsaw Man, and we have an interesting. We've been meaning to get G on the podcast, so this is perfect. This is going to be like an interesting kind of conversation because on one side of the table, the spectrum, you have me and usually Jay, who has read Chainsaw Man in its entirety, and then on the other side we have Takashi, who is just an anime watcher. So it'd be cool to see the different points of views.
Bro, is Makima, is she bad? Like, is she evil?
I don't know.
Can you tell me? Are you able to tell me that?
I can't tell you. Why would I tell? I can't tell anybody. This is the anime portion. If you want to listen, if you want to find out, you can probably jump into like our Chainsaw Man discussions that are prior to October of 2022. We talk about what's happening in the manga, but this right here is the anime, man. All I am aware of is everything, the information you are aware of. Does she seem bad? Like, what are the vibes you're getting from her?
It gives off this like like this dungeon master-esque feel to her, you know?
Yeah. Oh, dungeon master.
The way the foundation has her like telling her that don't get attached to your hounds. Like they're pups. Bring them into hounds. Don't get attached.
Oh, he's telling Aki?
Yeah. No. In the episode, I think it was like 3 or 4, but she was talking with the board, like the head people, the guys. They were asking like what the statuses of that project.
Yes.
Group. Yeah. And it told her not to get too attached. And she has she's interested in Denji for some reason.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point you brought up. I mean, it's interesting, right? Because all we are presented to is this kind of conflicting, almost yin yang person. The first introduction, we see Makima as a very, very motherly figure to Denji, but also at the same time, Denji sees her as like a sex-crazed love interest at first, and then as we proceed, very soon we see that there is a manipulative side of Makima, and she's just, from the information we were presented by, is like, oh, is she just using Denji for her job? Right.
Especially as like Ayakawa was telling him to get the fuck out of here, man. If all you're seeing her as as a love interest, and you're gonna die or whatever. And he reminds me of Shida. It was like, am I watching Bleach like alternate reality?
Uryu? Nah, man. Aki's so much cooler than Uryu, dude. Fuck
He
it.
is. No, he really is though. I like once they showed like him in the apartment with Denji.
Yeah.
And the way he has his own routine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a down to earth guy in general, especially after that last episode.
Yeah, I think you have you're definitely hitting the nail on the head there. Because at first, our first introduction, Aki is kind of like just like a cock muncher. He's just like very by the books, kind of, almost like kissing ass for the most part. But there's definitely a real side to him, and he's seeing Denji kind of chip away at the wall that Aki has put up. At first, Aki's like, devils aren't friends, fiends aren't friends. If you think any more of that, I'll just end you, I'll kill you. But as we see in the previous episode, the latest episode with Power, in that whole situation that came to be, Aki walks into Makima's office to give his debrief, and he covers for Power and Denji. So it's very immediate, very quick in this character development for Aki, and it'll be interesting how it progresses moving forward.
Oh yeah, that's right, because Denji did cover for Power.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what happened, huh?
Yeah, then Power, and then Aki covers for Denji and Power.
Or oh yeah, you watched Haiku, or you read the manga too.
Yeah, I've watched up to a certain point. I think I was pretty
Yeah,
far
bro.
in it.
Like Kageyama and Hinata, that's who they grow up to be, or it could be like alternate reality. Hinata and Kageyama, they look
Yeah,
just like them. They're older,
yeah, a little bit of the same personality as well and
right?
disposition.
The same heights too.
Yeah, the same heights basically. We can see the setups, and then the spikes.
They're gonna do not a crossover. It's gonna be like one of those the outros. They're gonna be
Oh,
playing ball.
that'd be sick, dude. Yeah, how about the outros, man? Are you loving how
Oh,
it's
dude, it's so good.
a new one every episode?
Yeah.
What's your favorite
man.
one so far?
Gonna have to probably be episode 3 where Power like just deceives Denji into going to the house.
No, the favorite ending. Favorite ending.
Oh, favorite ending?
Credits. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd probably have to be episode 3.
Which one was that one?
Um,
We're 4 episodes in, right? Are we 3 episodes in?
oh, we're 4 episodes in.
Oh no, I think we're only 3. Wait a minute. No, we're 4. We're 4. I'm tripping.
Oh, where do you watch it? Where do you watch it on?
I watch it on Crunchyroll.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
okay.
4. Yeah, we're 4.
It doesn't have ads on Crunchyroll, does it?
I think you can't. At the start, I think so. But if you have Discord Nitro, I think they're giving away Crunchyroll, a free subscription to Crunchyroll for like the month or something, or maybe 3 months. I'm not sure.
I forgot to say.
I don't know, bro. I've had Crunchyroll Premium for like since 2012.
Because Hulu, bro, they just started doing commercials, and that really just set me over.
Yeah, dude. Well, I've never watched Hulu. I've never had Hulu. Do you have like the freemium version or what?
I did. I had like what was the premium version, and then all of a sudden they started doing ads.
Oh, ads even though you're subbed?
Yeah. So I don't know. So that really kind of set me off, especially when I saw that. So I was like, I'm gonna change it.
No, I don't get no ads on mine. I mean, I think if you're free, then yeah, Crunchyroll will probably do some ads. But since I'm premium, no.
Yeah.
I get that liquid IV. I get that IV, man, straight dripping to my eyes.
Rip. Though the ending, the one that I like too is it is episode 3. It's just pretty much like a recap of everything that's going on, especially when it shows like Power, Denji, and Awa together, like they're hanging out together, living together. I thought it was cool, and that's my favorite part so far, is when at the end, Denji and Hayakawa like are together on just how disgusting Power is to live with.
Yeah. No, dude, that's like the best part. I was super looking forward to this episode. As you know, it's interesting. It's interesting because me and Jay, we know what's coming, and so we take a lot of delight seeing what is animated and adapted and what isn't. And so this Power episode was this part of Power was a huge turning point into where pretty much all, if you're in the manga reading first, where the love for Power started coming in. For me myself, seeing her just kind of stomp in and go, do her power thing, and then be who she is, and go through the process like, I don't eat vegetables, I don't flush toilets, I don't bathe, and then also having Denji and Aki going like, it's like the statement and the response, statement response. It's like almost like a sitcom,
right?
At that point.
Oh yeah. It's like now he's the parent to the brother sister.
Yeah, Aki adopted 2 kids as of now. 3.
Yeah,
you have the Meowie. But...
It's so funny because Makima's like, "You're the only person I trust."
Yeah,
And
you
he's
got all
like,
blushed up.
You got it. You got it.
Really?
The animation for when Denji's fighting in Chainsaw Man, is it like, did it meet or exceed your expectation?
Oh man, it blew it out of the water for me. It's one thing, that it's one thing to see everything in the manga, to hear these voices in your head essentially when you're reading these, and then to actually play out is is a trip, and I think Chainsaw Man in particular, because of how much passion and work is going into it, really just exceeds my expectations immensely. And I remember like they were talking about the first episode and people were saying this one part was CG, when in actuality it wasn't. It was just so well drawn it looked like CG. But it's been awesome.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought it was CG also.
Yeah, it's been great. It's especially this bat fight, right? Denji versus the Bat Devil and Leech Devil. It was just beyond it's
so funny, bro.
Amazing, man.
He's like, I'm doing this so I can cop a feel. He's just thinking about Tim.
Yeah, and it's interesting. It's interesting that in that portion, right? Like, what do you, in that aspect, what do you think of Denji, his motives, his goals, and like copping a feel and all that? Like, what do you think Denji is essentially in life? I guess like his motives and whatnot.
Bro. So there is a saying, and this is what I respect about Denji, even though he's like a little kid in heart. There's a saying that when survival is the only option, you don't have the luxury to dream.
Mm-hmm.
And so now that he has, now he has to worry about survival, that he can dream anything, right?
Right.
So the whole thing about him living the life that's his dream and then copping a feel. Like I've met and worked with people with ambitions far less than that, and have had amazing work ethic.
Yeah.
So for him to have that goal, to cop a feel and to survive like that, is admirable. Because again, I've met people with far less reason to be successful and then be successful. So for him to do that is amazing. I just think about like dudes who go to the gym to try to get jacked for girls so they can pick up girls.
Mm-hmm.
In a sense, it's kind of him, but his is a little bit more coming from a more noble part, because this is coming from a guy who just wanted to survive at first, and now he has the availability or the freedom to actually dream. So he's like, oh shit, this is the first thing I want to do, so let me go chase it.
No, absolutely. I definitely see where you're coming from. I think for Denji as well, it's people have to remember, and this is like I do this at fault. You see characters on screen. Sometimes you default to their emotions, maturity being the same as yours, whether you are in life. But Denji at this point is like 16, 17, and I'm pretty sure anyone's been through high school or lived it or currently in it remember just how how raging hormonal kids are in high school. So yes. It makes sense. Like it makes sense. And then in conjunction with like surviving into a dream, it's just like out front, right? Like it's almost admirable how bold and just upfront he is about stuff. Now, with that said, his little speech about not giving a shit about Meowie, and then all of a sudden, you know, putting up this front of like, oh man, I'm such a noble warrior. Save cats.
So funny.
So fucking good.
He was like, that devil, how dare he? He just sat up. Oh man, that was I was laughing so hard, especially when he like flipped the script.
It's fucking hilarious.
In the manga, does it show him copping a feel like on episode like that early on? Because I know in the anime right now, it just kind of hinted at it after she gave him the 3 stipulations as to why. Just like you can get 3 squeezes because of saving me, saving the cat, and then what was the other? It was something else.
Not telling me about.
Yeah. Not ratting me out.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. So that there's some slight. I don't know, man. I think where it left off right now, it maybe it'll happen the next episode, because there is like one. This I guess a little bit spoiler. Yeah. Obviously, it happens. And there's something that happens because of it happens, and it's a funny moment. It's a very Chainsaw Man moment. So I would be hard pressed to imagine that doesn't take place. The thing about Denji, though, it's funny, it's people were kind of comparing him to like Mineta from My Hero. But the thing about Denji is the homie always asks for consent, bro. The homie always asks for consent, and you can't, hey, you shoot your shot and ask for consent. What? Hey,
nothing more noble than that.
my guy asked, dude. He's asking. Yeah. And he's fulfilling his role. Like everyone always dreams of, the princess being saved by the prince, and no one questions him. He's doing the same shit Denji's doing. Denji's just upfront about it.
That's true. He after I don't know after that first episode when he was like he played it off after he fainted the first time and just like put it like hugged him into her chest.
Yeah.
I think he was playing it off even more. He was like, oh yes. Especially he was like, are you able to eat? And he flipped. And he was like, "Oh, I can't eat. I'm unable to actually eat. Can you feed?" And then she starts feeding him.
Dude, this is where immediately people are starting to see like where the barking for Makima came from, and it was very like funny before the anime came out. People obviously knew who Makima was, and everyone's like, "Why are you guys barking? Like that's so stupid." Blah 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 blah. And now it's like opposite. It's like, okay, now you get it, right? Now you like the whole reason people bark for Makima is it's like the canon thing, right? It's like that's what she does, and that's what happens in the show. So it's like a play on that. It's not like, well, there's people for the typical reason, but there's also canon reason for it as well.
Yeah, bro, I've seen the cosplays of her, and I've seen like the Instagram thoughts cosplaying her too. I'm just like, oh shit.
Hey, dude, whoever thought that a simple suit could look so good, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they can pull that. She can pull it off. She's got that authority figure I like, so I was like, ooh, okay, mommy.
Yeah, she got that authoritative, controlling kind of presence. Yeah.
So her eyes are like what kind of get me every time. Yeah, I get it's an anime, and then like there's a bunch of different art styles that they incorporate to like differentiate the characters.
Yeah.
But this is just me foreshadowing. You probably already know, because Hayakawa already has a pact with the demon fox. Yeah. So this is me like, thinking she either is a demon or a fiend, or she has a pact with a demon or something, because those eyes, something about those eyes are not human-like.
Yeah, you brought a very good point. It's I think, and that's not definitely just by deduction and reasoning and being a little bit investigative here. Just as a watcher, a viewer, there's definitely it's kind of like the anime thing. I think it's all anime. Like there's a running joke. Oh, find the main character in the classroom, and everybody except one person in the class has the same hair, and then the main character has like fluorescent green hair, right? So obviously we have some telltales as to who is special and who is not. Well, you see, I guess a counter argument I would have for that is, while we see Power have eyes that are different, and I love Power's eyes. Power's eyes were actually inspiration for my eyes for my model here, the Haunzzy one. But Aki, who has a pact with the Fox Devil, does not have differentiating eyes. And Aki also states that devil hunters make contracts with devils to fight devils. And when we were introduced to Aki's crew at the end of last episode, they didn't really have differentiating eyes as well. So I would say you're onto something, right? You're onto something. Obviously, anyone would see that and go like, okay, something's up. Like, what's going on? But
especially if somebody in that field who's the head of that division,
right?
And who's supposed to have power over like these fiends. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming is going to be either stacked with power, or she has something like under her sleeve that would give her control or leverage over these powerful beings.
For sure. And you're getting onto a point as to like right now everyone sees Makima as what is she's portraying right now, right? But without divulging into spoiler territory, you're on the track, and that's when we really start to see why, as the show progresses, there is a turning point in the show where things, just in general,
Right.
and you'll see character progression across the board, implications across the board, and where Chainsaw Man really gets into Chainsaw Man. And right now it's like Crazy Train. It's freaking crazy. It's hype. It's bump. It's loud. Boom! Flashing lights. That's all great, right? It's a great way to draw a viewer or reader in. But to make someone stay, there's got to be depth to it.
Right.
That's gonna come, and our main cast obviously plays a big vital role in that. B1 Kinos, man. Yeah, human once again. Yeah, October's over, man. October's over. Thank you for coming in and talking about Chainsaw Man anime, Bleach anime after. But yeah, G. And again, right? Like maybe if you're a first time anime watcher, or you picked it up in the past couple of years, these aren't something you pick up on super rapidly. But I mean, general rule of thumb: if the character on screen looks different than everybody else, there's a good chance they're going to be vital in some way or another.
Does Denji turn into a Gundam later? Like, is this like final form, like a fucking Chainsaw Gundam?
Yeah, dude, Genji changes into Gundam from Endless Waltz. He's got chainsaws.
Like,
He turns into a fucking mech, and he fights outer space aliens. Maybe if it was a trigger animation, that would be the case. But this one's Mappa, Studio Mappa, so not quite. Not quite.
At first, when I saw like just the screen still of it, I was like, this kind of looks dumb, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. But as the way they really incorporated the drive to be Chainsaw Man and why he is like his pup, Pochita. Yeah, like I was like, oh, that makes sense. You know, I have more respect for it. But then it showed the animation for him, how he used it, and it's like it actually altered his strength too.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a given too, and especially how he had no gas left when he was fighting that
Leech.
one chick.
Yeah, Leech Devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, right? So that's the kind of the brilliance of Fujimoto. Anything he mentions, and the mangaka, the creator, right? Anything that is mentioned early on or whatever, there really isn't any loose ends for the most part. Like so for Chainsaws, for example, one might think like, oh, the guy's like literally running out of gas, right? Okay, but it's little things like that really immerse people and really make a character fleshed out, and this will progress as the story goes on. But I want to ask you, as someone who you mentioned, you saw it still look kind of lame, but you watched it anyways. As someone who's anime only, in that first episode when Denji was fighting the zombies and essentially gets fucking slaughtered, like, what did you think? Like, at that point, what were you thinking? Like, straight up, what were you thinking?
Oh, bro, I was I've seen like some series, like different series, become meta where like the first people that we see, we think are the main character, end up dying off like the first episode.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, did they kill off this dude like first episode? And then I was like, okay, so this is more interesting than I thought. And then it showed his transformation. I was like, this guy got really fucked up. So I was like, maybe I'm gonna watch this because more people will die as we progress, But it really caught me off guard, and that I'm telling. So that's why I ended up watching it just a little bit more, because I was trying to find something to watch during cardio.
Yeah.
And it was really kind of putting me off at first, because it like the same anime trope. It's like his father died, that the whole kind of like. But then I continue it. It had when it showed like its own twist. That's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, definitely give it a chance. I mean, it was, of course, started off in Shonen Jump. It was moved to Shonen Plus due to how graphic it became and serious it became in its original manga run, where still is Shonen Plus. But you bring up a good point that there is... Oh, man. No, I don't want to take... I can't, because... No, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, it's going to get real. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to get real. And yeah, it's just really all I will say is gonna get real. And the devil aspect comes into play. Really fucking cool, man. Just really fucking cool. And then, yeah. I mean, the good thing is, it's not wrong to do tropes. I mean, tropes are there for a reason. They're hitters, right?
Right.
But you can do a trope a bad way and it fucking falls flat, or you can do a trope a great way, maybe with a twist and whatnot. But yeah, I'm really happy you dug into Chainsaw Man. There's a reason, man. There's a reason there's all this. Because, I mean, I'm not sure. I know you're really not on that social media that much, but did it feel like there was so much hype for a series that wasn't even animated yet? Do you recall any other series prior animation?
There was because I mean, like I follow. I'm on Instagram somewhat.
Yeah.
But when I'm on it, I use like the feed that pops up is like anime, and like
Right.
cosplay too. There was a bunch of cosplay for Chainsaw Man, and I'm not saying that it doesn't happen a lot for mangas, but it usually doesn't happen a lot for mangas, like in the States.
Yeah, not at all.
And so I was seeing a lot of cosplay for it, and then like because I was like, I don't know what this is from. It's like hashtag Chainsaw Man, and I would just scroll past it, and especially during I think it was like late last year with a lot of cons, there was a bunch more popping up too.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck is Chainsaw Man? You know? Oh, speaking of that, and I know this is probably gonna like surprise you. I tried to stay away from it because I didn't want to read it. Just for the sake of like, just in case it was gonna come, it was gonna be an anime. A series. This is probably gonna. I don't know if it's gonna piss you off or what, but a series I have not watched and I refuse to watch for a specific reason is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
Because at the time when that came out, I was still working with a bunch of different artists
Yeah.
to help with the comic I was working, right?
Yeah.
And one of the team meetings that we had, and somebody was telling me, it's like, I feel like some of the aspects you're trying to lead into really are parallel to the anime. So I was like, no. And I told her I had to like really fight tooth and nail and be like, I have never watched that anime, blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff.
Dude, that makes sense, man. That makes sense. So I have a similar fear, and it's why I don't watch other. I have this conversation, right? Like, you're afraid of that moment what just happened. I'm afraid of that happening to me, or like this. It's a form of like parallel processing, right? So this could be the argument where like, oh, maybe I remembered it subconsciously and whatnot, but to even eradicate all chance, you refuse to watch it. That's why I refuse to watch Trash Taste Podcast, which is like the biggest anime podcast ever, because like I don't want to say something, imitate things like what you just happened right there, and that would tilt me. That would freaking. So I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not angry at you. I think that's a very, very valid reason.
Right.
B1 says, man, Chainsaw is so hyped, I literally have to run and walk. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, like that's another reason, bro. I wanted to like read it or watch it because like the way that you were hyping it up, it was like, this is, really good. I was like, this gotta be fucking good, because if you're not the only person talking about it, like it's gotten like it's critically acclaimed for being such a good series. I was like, oh my god, I really want to watch this.
I think,
but for that reason.
But for that reason.
And the same with same with cosplays and like just different things about it too. Like there's a bunch of people doing fan art cosplays of Jujutsu Kaisen even before it got turned into an anime. Before, when it was just a project.
Kaizen or Chainsaw?
Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I get what you're saying. JJK, I think right before, maybe like a month or two prior is when that kind of, the hype started coming out prior to its anime release. But for Chainsaw Man, I mean, think the name, Chainsaw Man. It's nothing.
Right.
There's something about just like, boom, what is this fucking thing about a Chainsaw Man? Oh, a guy, Chainsaw Man? Yeah, It's literally Chainsaw Man. So something in the name too, right? Like I think that's how Fujimoto, and I don't want to like dive into like the things of like an artist, a creator can get into and whatnot, but it's like we see some of these isekai titles where it's like, oh, I dragged my sister into a dungeon and she became the god power complex savior of the world, right? It's like doom, Chainsaw Man, bam, you know what this shit is about, draws you in. And in terms of, I want to kind of see what B1 says here. It's like he literally has to run to watch Chainsaw Man, so before someone spoils it. Yeah, dude, it's so rapid. That shit comes out and people already scream. Like people, like I swear, and I expected it. Like they're watching it just to screen record something and put it out there. Thankfully for me, even for me though, I have to scroll past the stuff because I want to see it animated. It's so wondrous. I want to, like, even though I've read the manga, I know what happens. I want to see it the first time, you know, fresh to death.
I respect the whole concept because that really gets to like the heart of the kid for people when they see Chainsaw Man. It's like because when we're when we're younger, we're pretending we have superpowers or weapons. It's like we go up the chain. Oh, I have a sword. Oh, I have this. Oh, I have a chainsaw. You know, like it's very like gritty when it really boils down to it. And so I respect his idea for, like, I don't know what his creative thinking was.
Simplistically
for, like,
beautiful.
What do we right? Like, what do we give the main character? And they're just throwing darts at a dartboard for weapons, and it lands on Chainsaw.
Chainsaw Man. You know what's cool too? In this world that Fujimoto, the world of Chainsaw Man, is the concept that the more a devil or a thing is feared, the stronger that devil is. So we can see that with like bats, right? We can see that with like leeches, for example, that's been presented so far, like blood and whatnot. It's a super great concept, and oh man, it's interesting because if you take that's a great point that comes up. I gotta catch myself. It's just something to think about. It's already been presented, so it's not a spoiler, but it's definitely something to think about. What I will say, like when it comes to like differences in manga and anime, the biggest difference so far happened when I was watching Lace episode when Aki summons Kon, and in my head, my internal monologue, Kon was like a very old, wise old man voice, like a I can't like obviously like say like I don't speak Japanese, but like konnichiwa, like that was the voice I had for Fox Devil. What was presented was a very feminine, ethereal voice, goddess-like, and then it made perfect sense. I'm like, oh yeah, duh, Tamamo no Mae, the fox god and the legend, right? Like it clicked instantly. But it's a very awesome thing that happened that I personally will have my own. That's my experience, right? And I think that's one of the beautiful things that gets lost a lot of the times when we go out to social media and we do stuff, is everyone's eager to be liked among the masses, that they'll adhere to other people's experiences, when reality, like what I experienced right there was something that I haven't experienced in a long time. It was very small, but it just did the biggest smile on my face, and I was like, wow. I feel like that's fucking awesome, man.
No, I agree. I thought it was fitting too.
Oh yeah, it fits.
Especially when she started. So I was like, oh, this is Rule 34 her. Come on, let me see what she looks like.
The Fox Devil? Probably already is. Nah, there's plenty of Chainsaw Man stuff out there. Oh, hundo. One hundo.
But yeah, no, it just that's why I'll give a credit to the creators for it, because I think like the series right now, just watching the anime, is very appealing to I would say even to new anime watchers too, because there's enough there that's not so. Can you hear me? Oh, hold on. I think my computer's
I can hear you.
But there's not enough there that's like far off concept for people to follow.
Yeah.
And it's like it's easy to like to track. The
Easy
idea
to
of
digest.
yes, yeah. There's not too much critical thinking for it.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I kind of said earlier. There's beauty in simplicity, right? It doesn't have to be this full-on Attack on Titan mindfuck over backwards reverse Uno, right?
Right.
Sometimes simple is best, and it's like the saying, less is more. And I feel like a lot of people get so caught up in that. And I think you as an artist can you do art. Sometimes you catch yourselves wanting to do more when in reality, like your first finished before all these edits and whatnot was the best one.
Right, exactly. Yeah, sometimes like we get caught up with concepts and what people think is amazing when in reality it's like when it gets oversaturated, then it becomes, undesirable.
Yeah. In addition to people like jumping on like a new anime watchers, and I think Chainsaw Man just there's that saying, right place, right time, right moment. It
Right.
caught on right in this 2-year span of everyone staying indoors. It was the one. It was the one people started. It really popped off in the manga world. That's when me and Jay started reading it right at the start of the pandemic, and then they were like, "Oh man, this is some good shit. This is some Gordon Ramsay. Oh, this is some good shit." And then it progressed, and then people are indoors, start talking more about it. New fans are like, "What should I watch? What should I read?" And then people are like, Chainsaw Man," and then it just a snowball, boom, dude. Now we hit like I mentioned, a critical mass. Here we are, bro. It's absolute insanity.
And it's not like a mainstream anime. It's like Dragon Ball, Naruto, that kind of stuff. It's like something new for people who are like, I don't want to be on that hype train. I don't want to have to like backtrack
Right, yeah. How many times has someone been recommended One Piece? Oh, we got this 1,000 episodes. Whoa, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Naruto, but you gotta watch Naruto, you gotta watch Shippuden, and then you gotta sort through all the fillers. It's like, dude, oh, man, to try to even right now, someone who's grew up with that to jump back into it is difficult. It's freaking difficult. So, Chainsaw Man, and that's why I like JJK too. It's like, I think as an anime, like when I recommend anime to somebody, first thing I do is I ask them what their interests are. Like, for example, this one guy at my work, he's like, I want to watch anime. What should I start? I'm like, what do you like? He's like, oh, obviously he likes racing cars. I'm like, okay, an old anime that might work for you is Initial D, but if you want to jump into something new, I would suggest that's very typical anime, Demon Slayer, right? Not much left, or even JJK. Like, you have one season. You don't have to worry about it coming out weekly. I'm not gonna. And at the same time, I'll say like, here's your span. I'll say, what's his main interest? Initial D. Brand new anime, Demon Slayer, JJK. Anime after generations. You want some 90s, Cowboy Bebop. You want some 2000s, Samurai Champloo. Those are just like very digestible one shots.
Right, exactly.
Not this over, right? Think about it. When you've been presented something and it's like drinking water from a fire hose, it's too much. Like, fuck this. Shouldn't even ask.
Exactly. It's get overdone. That's why I think I like. It's like, again, those one-offs too, like Space Dandy. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
I fucking love Space Dandy. Space. That's one of my Jay's favorite shows. Later, you don't want to be alone.
That's my boy Dandy. Like that kind of stuff. The one-offs are just really good. That that I think I would get people like. Well, Psycho Pass is a 2-season.
Yeah.
But Psycho Pass was another one when it was a 1 season. Like it's not like a series encumbered by like thousands of episodes.
Right. No, 100%. And there's nothing wrong with that though. Like if someone start them off with one of the simples, and then or they want to go all in, just be chill about it. Zell Cutie, what's going on, baby? Stinky Boy Takeshi says Zell requesting Christmas themed Haunzzy. Ooh, maybe after Thanksgiving, bro. I got no Mariah Carey, not till after the turkey.
Mariah Carey.
Yeah, man. And that's one thing I will say right now is, I mentioned Bebop, Champloo, you mentioned Space Dandy. What they all have in common? Watanabe, man. Director Watanabe, Shinichiro Watanabe.
I'm telling. Well, another.
And what I love about those animes is because it takes every aspect of it, from the imagery, the animation, the plot, the music is all part of the overarching story. That's what I love. It's like nothing is second. This is the perfectly crafted experience.
It's all harmonious. Like it all just fits in perfectly, you know?
Yeah. Shit.
Well,
I mean, they got fucking Carol and Tuesday, which means Zell fucking watched. Beautiful. Another Shinichiro Watanabe. Space Dandy is so good. Space Dandy has one of my favorite quotes. Favorite speeches, man. The whole, listen. Sometimes, when he's talking about swimming against the current, you get too tired and you drown. I'm like, that's so good. That is so good.
There's a movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's about I think it's the same makers from Space Dandy as well, but from the same production team. But it's about a racer who is a Pontiac GT, and it's like 22, 25 or whatever in the future, and everybody's got a hyper jet car or like a vehicle, and he's on 4 or 6 wheels. It's a Pontiac GT that he's driving, and he's got Space Dandy vibes. I have to send it to you.
Yes, please.
Amazing. It is an amazing movie, and it's one of those that makes you smile as it progresses because it's a guy against all odds, but he sticks to his convictions because of his backstory. I gotta find it, bro. You will love it. So it's so good.
Send it to me, dude. Yeah, I think this is perfect because like we're talking about this right now, and you were mentioning earlier of you're looking for stuff to watch, right? You're looking for something to watch. What we're talking about, we're kind of transitioning into this, is, bro. This is I'm sad that Jordan's not here because I wanted to give this is me. Hey Jay, you're not here. I was gonna give you mad props, bro, but you're gone. Jordan kept telling me to watch Blue Lock. Blue Lock. It's an anime about soccer.
Blue, writing it down.
Fucking sick, dude. It's so sick. It turns a trope on its head, bro. It turns the anime trope on its head, dude. What does every sport anime do? What team-based sport? I mean, Haikyuu, right? It's all about the team. It's all about the team.
Right. Yeah.
Blue Lock says, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I'm looking for the best striker in soccer. You have to have your ego. You have to. You want to pass the ball? No, you take the fucking shot.
Oh
Hit
shit!
the kick, dude. It is phenomenal. So far, it's only like 4 or 5 episodes. Phenomenal.
You said Blue Lock?
Blue Lock on Crunchyroll, yeah. BLUELOCK. And it's this funny aspect. Like I'm watching it sub, and like they say lock off instead of fuck off. So it's like lock off. It's just like, oh, that's funny. Dude, highly recommend that. That's a big time recommend. You know what it made me want to do too? Is like go work out, go run. Like I ran for the first time in months because of that fucking anime.
No, I get it. Yeah, bro, I get it. When I need motivation, the episode there's an episode I watch. It used to be when All Might fought that Nomu.
Nomu, yeah, I remember that.
It was that until I saw Endeavor fight that one.
Oh, the other Nomu.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. Because he's not number one, and
he's
he
got
has
a
to
chip
give it
on
his
his
all.
fucking shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He gave it his all, and then Falcon when he helped him out. Oh, bro, I was like, that shit got me so hyped.
Yeah. It is very hype. Yeah. Oh man, it's so unfortunate, dude. It's so unfortunate to see where that shit is going, man.
I know, yeah. But I'm telling you, but when I need like motivation, that shit, I watch that episode.
It's funny
you
mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned the transition from All Might into Endeavor, and I felt the same way. And the concept where people were like, "Oh, why is everyone getting hyped over Endeavor? He's still a piece of shit, Dad." Like, yeah, well, bro, like we're not fucking arguing that. It's a
right,
dude. It's like the whole thing about channeling it. Like, okay, like channeling rage, accepting your faults, turning into positive, realizing blah 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 blah. It's just like this chain of events that takes place in this mini arc and character progression, watching it all unfold. into endeavoring, right, holding out to this very moment in the series.
That was, oh my
and
god,
the
that was
fucking prominence burn that comes out of that is heart rattling.
and he maintained his I want to say his he maintained his arrogance too, especially when the Nomu was like mocking him
Yes.
for oh bro, that was, god man, he got me so hyped.
Yeah, man. I think Endeavor is one of the best characters in that show, and this doesn't mean I think he's a good guy. I gotta like word my shit because
Right.
Twitter will eat me alive. But like, it's like the thing of like Gilgamesh and Fate Grand Order. Like, I think is one of the best prior to Babylon, because in Babylon he was a good guy, but like Fate Grand Zero, you know, and here's Zell too. Like, he's a fucking dick. He like pisses me off, and I'm like, God. It's like Joffrey, Game of Thrones. Like, it's a phenomenal character to invoke these emotions within you. I think Gil became one of my favorite all-time characters all time, bro. Zashu.
That's what makes him a good character though, because if he can invoke that kind of emotion, they did the role.
Right, they performed. They are the character that is supposed to do that.
Yeah. So I was trying to find, as we're talking, I'm trying to find the anime, but I'm looking back at my screenshots that I took. 'Cause I took screenshots of whatever the animes were that I found, and I'm looking at it, bro. There is this fan art of Makima in August of 2021 of that mommy concept of like. Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? You're like stumbling over your words.
She's that dominatrix, you know.
Dami mommy, bro. My favorite kind of mommy, the Dami
Dami mommy.
Woof woof, bro.
Hey, bro. Oh, I can see that. Oh man, did you see that?
It's
in any
fun.
of the cons?
It's fun to be a part of that, right? Like, and that's what Chainsaw Man is about too. Is like, bro, sometimes you just gotta like stop taking things so serious. Just have fun with it. I mean, don't bark. I mean, it's unfortunate that, you know, Makima cosplayers will be barked at, but like, as a Makima cosplayer, like,
Did you see
maybe
that?
I come up with something clever. And the funny thing about Makima cosplayers is like, I've seen multiple people were like, oh, never mind. I can't. This is never mind. I can't.
Spoiler.
Sorry. Yeah, spoiler.
Oh yeah, bro. Especially with Kill la Kill. What? God, I forgot my girl's name. That's what Shane was saying about Kill la Kill.
Oh, Katsuki. Not Katsuki.
Yeah, Katsuki. Kiryuin.
There's Ryuto
Nami.
and I slipped my tongue. Yeah, dude, the fucking tall. Yeah, oh man, the bangs. Let me start on bangs.
Oh, bro,
It's the presence, right? It's like, it's so funny, and like, not to like transition to like degeneracy like waifu, but it's like, I always go back to like somebody like at my workplace. Like, I think I had like a manga or something, like Ghost in the Shell. I was reading Ghost in the Shell or something. She's like, oh, you like it, like anime schoolgirls, huh? I'm like, what? I was like so like put off. I'm like, no, what the give me the fucking, yeah, give me the Dami mommies, give me the Motoko, give me the oh my god, what's her name from Fire Force? Maki from Fire Force, bro. The fucking ogre, when I see the back muscles like fluctuate, oh, it's game over.
Yeah, bro. Give me Sloan from Destiny.
Misato, yeah, Sloan, bro. I know, yeah, Sloan was like pushing 50, dude.
I know, bro.
There's so much more. Oh man, dude. It's like, and it's so funny because I'm seeing a transition, and I feel like I'm seeing it happen in real time, and like, not in transition, but social media, like TikTok. There's this person like Lean Beef Patty. You've probably seen her.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's like at first, like, it's a small content creator that just blow up, and it's just like, okay, guys, we're seeing muscle supremacy finally coming into the forefront.
Yeah, when I first saw her in early 2021, I was like, yeah, this chick, like she was on TikTok and she was showing her like those flexes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was giving me JoJo vibes, and that's what I thought people were like ogling her about. But then I started following her, and overnight, I don't know what happened. We know what happened. It's the whole like Dami Mommy thing. She just blew up, and I don't think she was ready for it. She was just like,
Yeah, no, probably not.
oh, bro.
It's so crazy, and it's so crazy to me that some people, like, how they think like muscles don't belong. Like women, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
Kill
whatever,
me
each their own.
thighs. Kill me with those thighs.
Dude, yeah, you can smash your head. You can smash a watermelon with your thighs, bro.
Exactly, bro. Oh my god. I was, oh man, I remember. But no, she did. She did give me JoJo vibes. I think she did cosplay.
She did as Jolene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I thought that was really awesome too. Really, really leaning into it.
Yeah, sometimes that's the golden rule of like internet. You just lean into it.
Yeah, lean beef patty into it.
Oh, you're right. Wow.
See?
Yeah, and then now there's like the next chapter of that was like there was a guy who was on to lean beef patty like very early on and like was pudgy and said every day I'm going to like work out. He has ski mask on till lean beef patty notices me, and I think it expanded across a year. He got ripped because of it, and now they work out together. Yeah.
Wait. Oh,
Nah,
I
it was
got
serious. Yeah. I think she's been a couple of his features and whatnot. At least that's the gist of it that I'm aware of. But good for
That's
that
so
dude.
awesome. I respect that, bro. I respect
bro.
that.
That's the thing about like motivation, right? Like what gets you, whatever motivates you, as long as it's like obviously like not fucking Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. Whatever motivates you, fucking rock it. If you watch an anime and makes you go to the gym or makes you do cardio, fucking awesome.
Boobs, bro. Boobs. The power of boobs.
If you want to be like Denji, you want to be like, man, I gotta work out so I can cop a feel. Fucking awesome.
Yeah. Let me get that.
It feels
that
like
helps.
the majority of people, like I want to say like 80% of people at the gym, dudes at least, are like, no, I'm working out for me. I'm like, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, now it is. I'm glad it's changed. I'm glad that's kind of changed because of that. There's the whole study about like sexual activity in males have decreased over the last decade because of the turn of the century of social media and women, or
Yeah.
I don't want to get this canceled, but like there's the whole like men's self perseverance because of just dating in general in this era. So taking care of yourself, gentlemen. No Nut November. Hit the gym.
Self-improvement is always a great thing. Whether it be physical, whether it be mental, spiritual, strive for self-improvement. I think that's like the one thing that really helps everybody. It's just like, even if it's small, man, just a small win a day. And there's a quote from Tanjiro. I think it's a quote in general, but like in Demon Slayer, it really struck to me when it was like, the sum of success. Success is the sum of small work every day, right? Like long-term success, long-term improvement is the sum, is the product of your little wins every day. Little wins turn to big wins, man.
Exactly, bro. One of the things I always tell people in therapy and in training, it's like dust accumulated over time will still become a mountain.
Oh, dude, move mountains. Let's go.
And then it's true. Like if you let that dust build up, it could be a good and bad thing too. So you can look at it both ways.
Yeah, you can look at like, hey, if you keep eating those fucking chips, like I gotta tell myself that you keep eating those goddamn chips every day, man, that's gonna be a mountain in your belly.
That's my weakness, Don. That's my weakness.
Your burger, not that burgers are your weakness. Would rather be eating burgers, bro.
Would rather be eating burgers. Yeah, man. I need to head out. I need to make it out to Cali, bro. I miss the West Coast so much. I don't think you understand.
Oh, we can meet halfway. I was just in Denver. Actually.
How's the weather?
It's fucking great. A little chilly, but oh man, I stepped out of the airport and I. High altitude air. Oh, so good, man.
I'm so jealous. Yeah, I miss Colorado so much. I'm about to get rid of my Colorado plates. I'm not gonna have anything Colorado related soon.
No.
So, yeah, but I'm not gonna pay $700 for fucking registration.
I know, dude. Definitely come to Cali, bro. I mean, me and Shane you have options.
Yeah, no, I I was saying I need to make it out to Cali next year for sure. Because I need to make it out West Coast. I gotta see the boys. You know.
Yeah, bro. You guys see the boys, see the beach. Fuck, that'd be tight, man. Would be sick. It would be tight.
I would love it. So, other recommendations.
Take you to Muscle Beach.
What were you saying? The other
Blue Lock.
Blue Lock.
I think Spy Family is fantastic.
Oh, my family's good. I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Mob Psycho right now?
Mob Psycho. I'm only 3 episodes in.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Gundam? Are you watching Gundam? Tell me you're watching Gundam.
The new series Gundam, the Gunpla,
No.
or the different
No.
one?
Gundam Witch of Mercury.
What? I did not know.
There you go, bro.
Oh my god.
There you go, dude. All right, so we got Blue Lock and Gundam, dude. Start there. Start there. That's what's hyped this season right now. And there's other things, of course. Bleach too, right? Bleach, which we won't have time in this episode, but we're gonna be, dude. Just come on, bro. We need to get G. I need to get you and Jay on at the same time.
Oh, yes, I'll definitely be. I should be good for next week too. I'll let you know if anything happens. I'm going back to the doctor soon, bro. If I'm not getting any better, I've been sick for 3 weeks.
Oh shit.
I know, bro. I think it's my time. Just kidding.
It's not. No, dude. You can make it till the sunrise, bro.
Yeah, bro. Make it to the sun. I will. I'm gonna take a video of me landing in Cali, and it's gonna be you waiting for me, and I'm gonna put like the sun behind you.
Dude, that would be funny because that'd be exact opposite, right? Like, time time and space is circular in nature. I
Yes.
feel like there's another word for circular that I'm not thinking of. But
That's another one.
yeah, it's exactly. You know, I went to see Gino, and Gino was waiting me at the airport. Now it's the other way around.
Now you're gonna see me, oh, bro. That's gonna be awesome. I love it.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We're just over the hour, so we're wrapping up here. I really want to appreciate everybody that came on, our chatters, our Monch Mob. We're just going to be pushing over 6,000 downloads, so geez, man, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for that, and it's just been awesome, man. We're doing this because it's a fun thing to do. It's our passion, and we enjoy it, so being able to enjoy it with everyone, I can't talk, man. Everyone and each of you? Everyone... Wait, what? Every one of each of you? Everyone, each of you. Why can't I say that?
Each and every one of you.
Each and every. Wow, dude. I am speaking in manga. I'm saying things from the opposite end for some reason.
That Red Bull got you hyped.
Red Bull got me hyped, bro. I needed that actually. It's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a week. But yeah, thank you guys. G will be here. To Catch You Straight will be here much more often, and I'm super excited for that. So we'll see you next week on the Monch Hours podcast. On the Monch Hours podcast.
Of course.